Hello, Raleigh. Welcome to today's edition of Your Backyard. I'm Robert Courts, your host, enjoying a to-go cup from Third Place Coffee. I'm also noshing on a little bit of their fine granola, so it's been delicious. But today I have a special treat. I know I say that often, but we have a brand new friend, shall I say, convert to the power of local. Not really, but today I have Eli Alcorn. I'm really bad with names, Eli. Did I get it right?
No, it's perfect.
All right, great. And Eli owns Oak City Insurance. And one of the things that makes him special to the YBY team is that he opened up his own shop during the COVID-19 quarantine.
Yeah.
So we both salute him and say, what the hell were you thinking?
Um, no, completely understand. And you're definitely not the first person that brought it up in that fashion too. It is, what were you thinking? Why did it even cross your mind? And uniquely enough, I was actually in a territory manager role with a large insurance carrier when I decided to make the change. But it was sort of a passion, mainly because I was, kind of a part of a lot of different groups. And one of the cool things that I saw, especially here in the Raleigh area, was really the community coming together. I've never seen so many people like, I'm going to leave a roll of toilet paper on my front porch, so that somebody could come grab it. Or, if your children are hungry, please, let me know and I will come help. And that goes for businesses as well. There were a lot of businesses that dropped everything that they were doing to kind of promote the cause or help with the cause, whether, it be produce an entirely different product, whether it be ventilators or masks. And that goes for community folks as well, taking old t-shirts, ripping them up and making masks for,
Right.
folks that needed them. But it was really unique and I wanted to be a part of that. It was a huge feeling of, now is the time. I wanted to make that leap, and that's really the reason why I wanted to make that jump, and I did. And I'm, don't look back. And this is honestly, I've never felt better ever since I did it.
Well, I'm very pleased and happy. Anything I can do to support you, you have but to ask. I tell a lot of my clients when I'm in my mortgage hat that there really is a power to local insurance. And I don't want to steal your thunder here, Eli.
No.
So if you will please explain, a lot of people just think of insurance as a national. I'll just get this national thing and I won't have to worry about it. Why is that wrong?
So I am an independent agent located here in Raleigh, North Carolina. So the reason why you feel, you hear Travelers, Allstate, State Farm, all these large names, and of course they are nationwide. But what really brings it home is me. As an independent local agent, I actually represent multiple carriers across the board. And my bias, or I guess I'm non-biased to those insurance carriers. I'm biased to you guys as customers.
Right.
So I look at everybody's unique situation, which, whether you got a youthful driver, you have a DUI, you've had 19 accidents in the last month, there's always a unique situation, and the carriers I can utilize to kind of put yourself in the best spot humanly possible. Instead of, I guess, the opposite, which would be to call that 1-800 number for that one carrier that, yes, they may have a niche or, a target customer, but that's not going to be everybody that's calling in. Where I can take a snapshot of your current situation and really find the best fit for you within the insurance world of multiple insurance carriers. And that's not just national ones. I do have, and I guess you could say my arsenal is regional carriers as well.
So while you have a duty of honesty to everyone, your duty really relies to serve your client and say, hey, here's an option, here's an option, here's your whole slate of options. Which one do you think is best versus I can do this, I hope you take it?
That's right. And think of those situations too, where, everybody's situation changes. So you could be, plugging around with the one carrier for a long time and then find out, when your kid turns 16 and your rate triples. That agent with our, the 1-800 number or whoever agent representing the one company is going to do everything in their best interest for that one company. If you're with me, and yeah, you might be with a carrier that once that 16-year-old, comes up due to drive, we may need to make some changes, but that will be for the best of your situation. And that's to get you with a carrier that's a lot more friendly towards youthful drivers or accidents or whatever that situation might be.
Every big company has their risk tolerances in different levels and for
Yep.
different things. So to have Eli in your corner allows him to do all the research to present
Yep.
various options. If you also speak to this, so one of the things I like you to confirm, and what I tell all my clients about insurance is you do need that local agent, not just now when you're looking for the best coverage and deal, not only as your situation changes and you buy new things and or your family grows, check
Right.
with your insurance agent.
Right.
But most importantly, when the flood comes through or the storm or the whatever happens to your house, you want an agent that can call and get the claims and the whole thing running. So
That's right.
speak to that a little bit, please, Eli.
Absolutely. So, what is also, I guess, very unique is being local. I understand the nuisances we have here in North Carolina,
Right.
and there are carriers that don't like it. We have a very unique, I guess, Department of Insurance and how they handle things as well. But we'll just, kind of leave it there. But when you call that 1-800 number and it's somebody, in Oregon, they don't know the unique situation, or you want to buy a house on the coast. And you've called 15 different insurance carriers and none of them can help you. An independent agent is able to kind of tap into some resources to make sure that you're finding a good fit for the insurance, but as well made sure that you find some sort of insurance to cover your assets. But we have, a lot of different carriers, but the local aspect of it is that you're not sending money overseas. For instance, or a different state. You're really hitting it home here in your backyard. With a local agent, you're not paying for a CEO salary. You're not paying for stock investors. You're really helping a family pay for childcare. You're helping create jobs right here in the Raleigh area, and you're supporting what made Raleigh great from the get-go.
Now you're stealing my thunder. So thank you. Preach on, Eli. Preach on, man.
Sorry.
No, I love it. I think it's great. And I know that that's your passion because we've chatted a time or two before we had this interview. To that end, I know that you have an assistant that often sits in your lap and takes care, or you take care of. If you would like to speak to that before people start to think poorly of you.
Got it. I do have a 1-year-old son. His name is Gabriel. He is employed. His favorite thing to do is smack down on the keyboard and laugh hysterically. He's really, really good at it. And as he grows up, he'll get better. I also have another child on the way, actually due in September. We're really holding off as best of our ability to find out the gender. We didn't know Gabriel until he was born as well. My wife is just a little background about me. My wife's a veterinarian. She does practice here in Raleigh, North Carolina, and she finished her clinical year at NC State. It's actually what brought us here, and never looked back. Yeah, never looked back. We're here to stay. This is a great area. Again, just the community has been overwhelmingly supportive, other than the starting a business during COVID. But one way or the other, just a lot of questions come from it. But I understand. I'm all for it, and I welcome the questions as it is. We do have a dog named Penelope. We have a cat named Skylar, and I'm doing my very best to keep the animal count to a minimum. Otherwise, I think my wife, we probably have 3 goats, 15 chickens, 2 cows, 9 horses. So I'm doing my best. So I think we're doing pretty good with 1 dog, 1 cat.
1 animal per human is a pretty good ratio.
That's right.
So, Eli, please share with us the best ways to get in touch with you for our insurance questions.
Absolutely. On the bottom, you can see the scrolling bar too. My website is really a huge platform that you're able to connect with me, whether it be by phone, but you can also text my number, which is on my website. We have contact forms. You can shoot me a message on Facebook. You can email me, but really the hub is my website, which is oakcityinsuranceLLC.com.
Well, that's great. Raleigh, I got to finally tell you what makes Eli very special to Jonathan and I is that We built this platform to promote friends and friends of friends, and we believe passionately that the power of local is what makes Raleigh such a great place to live and work. And we've been promoting friends and friends of friends, but Eli found us, and he was Googling and searching, and he reached out. It was hyper professional. You could tell right away that he had a real passion for serving and taking care of his clients first, knowing that business would come later. So Eli, thank you, man. I really appreciate you reaching out. We're here for you. Raleigh, listen to me now. Eli, Oak City Insurance, all that and more is right here in your backyard. Discover the power of local. Eli, let's wave them out. And thanks for joining us.
Really appreciate it.